Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? And welcome to a very special edition of Stream. Now, I've been racking my brain just trying to think of different things that would be entertaining to do. And you know what? I really saw that you guys really enjoyed that Gojo versus every stand that could potentially kill him stream. And I wanted to say, you know what? While that's fresh, which by the way, if you haven't checked out that series or you haven't saw that video that dropped the other day, please go check it out on the channel after this. But today I've got a real cool idea for you. Now, a lot of people have been getting started in chat. You guys see the title. It's Goku versus every stand that I think has a potential chance of killing him. Now, a lot of people have pointed out that, Goku massively outscales a lot of these stands. So a lot of things are going to need to be very clear. Similar to the Gojo video, it's mostly just going to be character to character, seeing how Goku would interact with an ability of that nature. Just because Goku is, thousands or millions times faster than light, I'm not going to be applying that in the stand fight unless that necessarily matters, right? Like, we have certain characters that are time stops, so potentially speaking, speed and stuff like that. And there are certain areas where if it is a stalemate just based off of plain ability and the character alone, we can then bring in scaling. But mostly I just want to focus on the abilities because that's where the fun discussion is going to be had, right? It's not going to be fun to just say Goku blitzes everybody. Same with Gojo. It's mostly just going to be, would this stand be able to kill Goku? Whether because of, fault of his own, or, he just is, his mental capacity just isn't capable of keeping up with it. All these different things. But most importantly, regardless of everything that's going on with that, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are having a great and beautiful Friday. It's the weekend, baby. We're about to make it to the weekend. If you pushed through everything and made it to this day, I am cheers to you. I am opening up nice, beautiful, Cape May Brewing Company, Cape May IPA. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beer. Gonna pop that open. Cheers to the weekend, everybody. Is Metas also gonna be here? No, unfortunately, Metas is not gonna be here. I'm gonna be soloing this one. I kind of thought of this last night, honestly, randomly, and it was just too quick of notice to try and get him on. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm pretty familiar with most of these stands, especially after going through and editing all of that work and seeing all the different comments that you guys have said. And I think it'll be fun. And you know what? I've got the ability to have the wiki right next to me. I've got you guys right here that I'm sure won't let me get anything wrong by any means. So I think we'll do just fine. That being said, if Meta sees this and wants to pull up, he's more than happy to. But right now, we're just going to do it solo, and I've got you beautiful chatters to help me out through this. Now, again, just to be clear, this is all for fun. If I get something wrong, or I don't remember a specific moment, or all this different stuff, please don't get too mad. I'm sad that Jacob's going to be missing stream, but we're going to have to do what we got to do. Oh, damn. I just saw that Slunny Boy's not going to be able to make it either. Ah, damn. The goats are missing, but that's okay. We'll carry on, and the VOD will, of course, always be available for you beautiful, beautiful people. And thank you so much, Tiberius, for being a member for 24 months. That is the most insane support that I've heard of in my life, and I sincerely, like, when I say that, I mean, I can't thank you enough for it. Almost 2 years, indeed, and imagine a Yeezus stand might be OP. Good lord. Especially in this climate. Oh my god, that would be the Kanye's stand would go into acts for sure. It would definitely go based off of, act 1 would be like college dropout, act 2, 808 and heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? And then like, act 3 fade, act 4 would be whatever the fuck he's going through now, It's yeah, I don't even know what to say, but again, cheers to the weekend. Work sucks. but at least we get a day off sometimes, right? My second longest relationship. Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah. Beautiful. I love hearing that. Same, actually, brother. Not wrong. Not incorrect for both of us. His pulpo so much as pricks Goku with that damn arrow. It's raps for everybody. True. That's why I did not include Black Sabbath, because that would be fucking ridiculous if Goku got a stand, bro. I have another video that's going to be coming out very soon for Sung Jinwoo and solo leveling, and I'm going to have a stream that corresponds with that as well. I won't reveal it, but it's going to be fun. But either way, are there any questions? Is there anything that anyone wants to say? Any questions, comments, or concerns before we just jump right into it? Again, I hope you guys are killing it in every sense of the way. You guys are doing well, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night. Just know that if nobody's in your corner, I am in your corner. And most importantly, I'm sending you that spirit bomb energy. Holy shit, it is a fucking monumental day that Jesse caught stream. God bless your beautiful soul. Welcome today. Honestly, Jesse, I thought you just didn't watch stream anymore because you just get so tired of hearing my voice. You're like, fuck this guy. And you know what? I wasn't even offended by it. I'm so happy to see you in chat. What's up, Josiah? How we doing? No solo leveling content? Hell yeah, that's gonna be absolute peak. Oh my god, you have no idea, Slendy Boy. I spent so much time on this video, way too long. Spent way too long. If you want to know why there hasn't been many uploads, it's because I was working on that goddamn video. But we've made it. It's just based off if they could kill Goku or could beat Goku, just wondering. So like I said earlier, I'll explain it again. It's not really going to be like power scaling. Like obviously Goku is going to be probably a lot physically stronger and crazier than a lot of these stands. It's mostly just going to be, you know, put him on a level playing field. Would Goku be able to figure out a way around this stand, or would Goku be able to beat the person that has the stand? You guys will catch on real quick. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Have a good night, Slendy Boy. Love ya. We'll wait for the 10-minute mark. We'll give it another 30 seconds before we hop right in. But again, thank you all so much for being here. Really, really genuinely appreciate you guys coming out. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It really means the world to me. And one thing I will mention is, please, if you haven't already, go check out the channel. Sincerely would appreciate it, because for some reason, you know, it's funny. To the people that are in my Discord, you know that, and people that also like go to my comment section that are kind of the first to watch, and also people that watch my shorts, you'll see bots are everywhere. Bots are crazy. And it's not, I don't want people to ever think that it's me doing the upload botting. It's not. I've never in my life paid for views. There's no reason not to. There's no reason for me to pay for views. It's stupid. It's such a dumb thing to do. It doesn't result in actual engagement. None of those people stay for long. It fucks up your channel's algorithm. It's stupid to do that. If you ever think about doing it, just don't do it. It's not worth it. I would never spend my money on stuff like that. I would spend my money on actually marketing my channel or doing something like that to, you know, do some social media promotion or something like that to try and get people to click and enjoy it for what they like, right? Anyway, funnily enough, you guys will notice there is a random upload that went up, or a random notification that came up the other day for, if I'm not mistaken, this stream right here, the discussing the state of JJK with Fake Weave and Quirkless Shinobi. I guess I never made that stream public. I think I immediately unlisted it because I probably cut it up into a main channel video or something like that. But so the notification went out, right, to to all new subs and everything like that. And some people were like, hey, I haven't gotten, why did I not get this? This is a 7-month-old stream, everything like that. You know, it's so funny. The moment this stream notified and went public, I immediately got bot comments on it. So like, that's insane to me. So like, yeah, they're literally like locked to my channel to immediately just go after whatever video I put up. So you know what, it's just either way, my whole point of this is go check out the main channel. If you haven't been getting notifications, you haven't been getting you haven't seen any of the new content that's been out that hasn't come your way, please feel free to check it out. Did you know any non-canon stands? The World Over Heaven and novel cars have some pretty insane stands that could stand a chance. Also, someone asked if I was going to be doing the novels earlier as well. No, not really. It's mostly just manga stuff that I put together. But maybe we can do that another time when I'm more familiar with the novels. I know nothing about the novels. The World Over Heaven, I know a little bit more about because I know the game, but I'm still not familiar enough with it. But anyway. Let's just dive right in, guys. I've yapped long enough. Again, hit that like button if you haven't already. Sincerely appreciate every single one of you guys popping in. And we'll get started, and you guys will immediately see what I mean if you still have questions. Let's spin this wheel. Okay. So we've got weather report. Or heavy weather, both sides of things. Which is sincerely... in my opinion, one of the craziest stands of all time. Let me pull up a picture of weather report. Oh, I can't just type in weather report because then it just gives me the actual weather report. Duh. That's crazy. Let me get a picture of weather report on screen, and I'll immediately just go through a quick synopsis of what weather report does, and we'll get into seeing how Goku would counteract with it. Boom, baby, boom. Okay. So weather report is a very interesting stand, right? It mostly just has complete control over weather, or at the very least, it allows the stand user weather report to create and conjure a lot of weather-related things on command, which can either be used for, you know, fighting someone, protecting himself. It is one of the ultimate stands for both close range, mid-range, and long-range stuff. It can manipulate the atmosphere. It can make wind, rain, hurricanes happen. It can control air and wind to like make weather report fly. So weather report is going to be able to fly in the air and fight against Goku. Again, it can control things like humidity, it can control things like the clouds, but most importantly, one of the scariest things about weather report and why it actually would have a chance at killing Goku is when weather report unlocks its true nature, known as heavy weather. Now, weather report is actually a limited version of the stand. The unlocked version of the stand is called heavy weather, which is the full power and has the ability to potentially not just destroy the ozone layer with its ability to control the weather, but also heavy weather alters the sun's rays and creates rainbows that are literally able to turn people into snails. And when I tell you that they turn people into snails, I mean like they legitimately become snails. I'm going to show you what I mean. Let me pull this up. So rainbows. Oh wait, hold on. Let's do this. Let me fix this Let me fix this page. This will be my show and tell page here. Perfect. So you see all the rainbows there? They legitimately look at this guy. They turn you into a motherfucking snail. So this is what he's gonna be going up against. You also have heavy weather, so like he literally is able to like grab a hold of you, inject your entire body with water fluids, and just drown you from the inside. Like, it's kind of insane what heavy weather can actually do. But obviously the scariest thing is gonna be the getting turned into a fucking snail. Like That's just horrifying. Look at that. If you argue that Goku closes his eyes and activates Ultra Instinct, that's his only chance against the Devil's Rainbow. Yeah, they literally... So the way around it is... There's not really a way around it. If you look at the rainbow or perceive the rainbow, there is a natural subliminal effect that will literally cause you to just become a snail. So I guess, yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything that says, like, maybe, like, with the eyes closed. A blind person is immune to the fact of the stance. They can't see the subliminal messages carried through the sun rays. This allowed Pucci to protect himself by having White Snake extract his sight. I wonder if, because it's the sun, I wonder if the sun rays actually go through your eyelids. There's no... I don't know if there's actual evidence of that ever happening. But the problem with that is if Goku doesn't immediately know that heavy weather is a thing and he just catches a rainbow on accident, even if he immediately closes his eyes, it's done, right? Like, he's just going to immediately start transforming into a snail. It's one of those things where once the transformation begins, it's completely impossible to stop. There is no way for you to ever change it unless Goku immediately finds Weather Report and kills him. The only problem is that I'm pretty sure Heavy Weather's range is, like, insane. I don't know how far exactly the range of Heavy Weather goes. We know it at least covers an entire city, but I'm pretty sure the effects are said to also go into, like, other countries. So it's possible that, like, this could be an entire, like, countrywide, planet-wide weather effect. And if that is the case, Goku's gonna have problems. You know? Again, like, the issue is that, like, unless Goku immediately knows what he's going up against, like, if he sees someone else die from, or not die, or become a snail, and Goku's like, oh wow, I've got to dodge that. It looks like he became a snail because he looked at the rainbows. Maybe if I close my eyes and, like you said, use Ultra Instinct, maybe I would be able to fight back, which is completely possible. But the problem is, if that isn't the exact scenario that he gets found in, that's it. You know, he's cooked. And the problem is it's not even just if you see the rainbow, because if he accidentally touches a snail, he also starts to become a snail too. So he also doesn't have to just wait. Now, Ultra Instinct, obviously, you know, he's gonna be instinctually moving out of the way and not getting hit by any snails. He's gonna be, but the thing is if he doesn't perceive the snails as a threat, would Ultra Instinct work in the same way? Like if he's just dodging and ends up, like, grazing his foot against the snail, I don't know, like, can he program Ultra Instinct to work against snails specifically? It's kind of tough. Hey, Mario Busters, have a good rest of the night, man. Thanks for popping in. And what up, Grant? How we doing? And this is what I kind of mean, where, yeah, Goku is strong, obviously. Goku, you know, by the end of the series is fighting people like Kid Buu, who we already know have the potential to destroy. They're at least stronger than Cell, and Cell's perfect Kamehameha was threatening to destroy the entire solar system. So Kid Buu is at the very least, you know, capable of destroying an entire solar system. So Goku, if Goku's fighting alongside Kid Buu, while he might not be exactly as strong, he needs obviously help with literally everyone. Vegeta, fucking regular Majin Buu, all that stuff. Goku is, you know, very fucking strong. But the problem is a lot of JoJo's villains don't really work, like, physical strength, power level wise. Like, no matter how strong Goku is, again, all it takes is one accidental look at the rainbow, one accidental graze of a snail, and he's cooked. And because of Weather Report's insane range, Weather Report can be, again, an entirely different area. If we're saying city range, he can be an entirely different area of the city. Goku can definitely sense Weather Report's power level, power, you know, instant transmission, and I don't want to act like he can't. Even if he's on the other side of the world, he can definitely get his energy signature. We know Goku has the senses to do that, but that still provides Goku with an issue where he's still seeing the rainbow first and becoming a snail. So if he doesn't kill Weather Report fast enough, faster than he becomes a snail, then he's cooked. Now, the problem is the actual process of becoming a snail varies in time depending on what happens in the series. Some people take a lot longer, like Jolene and the main characters take a long time, whereas some characters become a snail like on instant contact. So it really depends. I'm gonna have to imagine Goku wouldn't become a snail right away, so as long as he has enough time in the middle of becoming a snail to like instant transmission to heavy weather or Weather Report and just like fucking knock his head off, that's gonna be a tough one for him. But yeah, that would be actually a scary technique for Goku to surprisingly go up against. But I definitely think he has higher odds of winning with the kind of sense that he has. And also, not for nothing, I even thought about this from the very beginning. Like, we know Goku has Solar Flare. I wonder if Goku could literally use Solar Flare to like mess with the rainbow for a minute, or mess with the area of vision of the rainbow, and like be able to fuck everything up long enough to open his eyes and attack Weather Report. So I think Goku has win cons, but it's definitely a scary ability. Definitely a scary ability. What up, Loud? Thank you, by the way, Grant. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think Goku has higher odds of winning than not, but I still think it's a very scary ability, no matter who you are as a person, right? Weather Report is just terrifying. But let's move on here. Who's next? I'm glad you guys enjoyed the Metas video. Yeah, Gojo against some of the stands are also crazy. Yeah, the Meta series, true. Yeah, it's a full 4 videos. It's insane that we had that many. Scary monsters. Now, this one, honestly, is a little bit similar to what we just talked about, right? Honestly, not too far off from the conversation that we just had, just in a completely different way. Let me pull this up, y'all. Get the picture up. And then I will give you a brief breakdown of scary monsters. Okay. So, Kid Goku was dunking on dinosaurs in Dragon Ball OG. Very true, very true. Unless I'm remembering wrong, Goku wins. Does Scary Monster turn other than dinosaurs or just Diego? So Scary Monsters does indeed turn other people into dinosaurs, which is the issue indeed. And it's, like I said, it's kind of very similar to the problem that we just ran into, where all it takes is one single look for Heavy Weather's effects to take effect. In Scary Monsters, it can immediately start transforming someone into a dinosaur with just one contact. So let's say, for example, Goku meets with Diego, and Diego goes, let's fight, Goku. And Goku goes, haha, yeah, let's go, I love fighting. And fucking punches Diego right in the face, and his fist goes entirely through Diego's skull, right? Diego's dead. However, just by touching Diego, he has now touched Scary Monsters. Now, I don't know if Scary Monsters' ability will immediately end after Diego dies. That is probably the biggest weakness of all. Maybe someone can fill me in chat of that. That I honestly don't know if that was ever confirmed. However, if not, it ends after he dies. Oh, then this isn't a problem at all. Then if that's the case, the only way that Goku would lose would be like if he doesn't kill Diego in one shot, which we already know he definitely would, without a doubt. Goku would literally fucking, as I just said, literally rip through Diego in one single blow. So even if Diego becomes a dinosaur, as we said in the chat earlier, Kid Goku was literally dunking on dinosaurs in Dragon Ball OG, no problem. So most stand abilities to end after the user dies. Most is the key word there. Most indeed. Thank you, Loud, for the 5 gifted members. Thank you for the love, brother. I appreciate the love as always. What up, Alex? Ayo, what's going on, brother? Happy to see you. Happy to see you. So then if am I posting this to YouTube, by the way? I would probably edit this a little bit quick, depending on how long we go. We're not going to go for long. We'll go for like 2 hours. We might get through the whole wheel. We might not get through the whole wheel. We'll see how things go. But if that's the case, if Scary Monsters does end after death, then Goku pretty much almost easily wins this, no problem. I don't see it being an issue. Again, unless Goku doesn't one-shot him, like unless like he meets with Diego and Diego's like, instead of being like, oh, Goku, I want to fight, he's like, hey buddy, you those muscles look pretty rad, and like he's like, yeah, you want to touch him? And then like Diego gives him a little pat, and then he's dead that way. You know, that would be kind of, then that would not be good. But in a one-on-one tournament style fight, most likely Goku's gonna win that, if all it takes is a single Kamehameha to blow this man out of the water. If not, he would probably get infected and probably get cooked. But that depends, again, how long does the transformation take. I think Goku would catch on quick. Diego most likely would be attacking innocent people to turn them into dinos. Yeah, most likely. Still, even tournament setting, I think Goku has the advantage there. So that's actually an even easier win for Goku. That's not even that long of a discussion. We can run right through that. Who's Goku's next victim? Let's see. Let's make it an actual challenge, like Weather Report was. That ended up being lame. Okay. So the world and Star Platinum. There's really not much to say about the world or Star Platinum, whether it's Jotaro or Dio. Both are very competent foes. Both, yeah, I know, I gotta change. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to take Diego off screen. But yeah, Star Platinum, the world, pretty much almost the exact same stand, depending on what way you look at it. And again, both Dio, Jotaro are amazing combatants when it comes down to scaling wise. They are just punch merchants, both of them. However, their special ability is what makes it viable in a fight against Goku, because otherwise, obviously, Goku has the advantage with things like Kamehameha, his Ki Blast, all that stuff. Goku can just fly away, even though it seems like Jotaro and Dio could fly at the final battle. Instead of hit with time skip, let me talk about 10-second time stop. So, the problem is, yeah, does Goku break through time stop? The issue is with regular power scaling, the answer is yes. Goku most likely would break through time stop because he's just so fast. Even he's so much faster than light. Even if time slowed down to a stop, Goku would be able to move completely. Time stop would never be an issue. Time skip is a different story with hit. Goku did get hit through Hit's time freeze and everything like that, but Goku is able to overcome it. Yeah, not time. Yeah, it's time skip, not time freeze. I apologize. Me and Loud said, me and Loud, I was reading Loud's message and I was like, either way, you get what I'm saying. 10 seconds of time stop. The problem is, and really what this fight comes down to, if Goku is actually stopped for 10 seconds, would Dio or Jotaro be able to apply enough damage to Goku to completely kill and murder him before that 10 seconds was up and Goku had a chance to strike back? Probably not. I don't think that would be the case. I don't think that would be the case whatsoever. And we do know there is at least a little bit of a cooldown before they can just time stop again. I don't know exactly how long it is, but yeah, they'd realistically break their hand. Yeah, I think Goku would be able to take a 10-second beatdown. And again, that's assuming base Goku. Goku can literally just Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. Like, he would be able to fight. Can Goku hurt a stand, though? Could World Star Platinum just tank all the damage? So, just to make sure that this video actually works, Goku's going to be able to take on all of the stands, right? I think, just for the sheer point, so that way this video can actually work, we're gonna have Goku be able to actually hit the stands, everything like that. Like, if you would rather, if it makes more sense in your brain to have Goku fight Dio or Jotaro and then he kills Jotaro or kills Dio instead of him just straight up fighting Star Platinum or the world, if you're unable to imagine that in your head, that's fine. Think about it that way. Did we talk about D4C? No, we haven't gotten to D4C yet. We did Weather Report, and what was the last stand that we did? Scary Monsters. But yeah, I think if Goku's able to survive one time stop, he should be able to respond with a strong enough counterattack to win. And even if he can't, the fact that he's able to continually power up, he's eventually going to power up enough to be stronger than Jotaro and Dio. So even if we're putting them on an equal playing field in base, as soon as Goku goes Super Saiyan, again, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Blue, like, it's kind of done. They can't output enough power to hurt Goku. Exactly. If we put everyone on equal playing field with time stop being able to work against Goku, it's just not a viable enough resource for them to get away with Goku. Even if we put it up against like Dio in the world and Dio's using all of his knives, like, as soon as time resumes, Goku's going to be able to, you know, block a lot of the knives. He might get hit with a couple, but those aren't going to be enough to take him out. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Goku actually handles this not really with much of a problem at all. Time stop is not an issue for Goku to handle, even if he can't move within it. If we're doing real scaling, again, Goku can most likely probably just move through the time stop, scare the fuck out of Dio and Jotaro, and just Kamehameha the fuck out of them, and they're done, right? Like, if we're putting them against stat to stat, it's an easy slam for Goku. But even if we put them on an equal playing field with equalized stats, I just don't see time stop being a threat for Goku. I think he would be able to handle all of their attacks long enough to get a counterattack that would score him a victory. Again, he's also got things like Solar Flare, and not for nothing, like, the way that I know the whole, like, oh, Star Platinum's it's the same kind of stand as as Star Platinum, all blah blah blah. Goku is very well known for, like, adapting himself to his opponent's moves. How crazy would it be if Goku just like canonically adapted to time stop just because he's like, oh, you know what, I've kind of got the hang of this, and like they're like, huh, and then Goku just busts through time stop anyway, even without the speed difference. I know obviously that's headcanon, that's just a bunch of nonsense, but that would be really funny. Could Solar Flare one-shot Dio? Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. That is such a good fucking question. We have to actually look this up. We have to look this up. We have to actually figure this out. Let me put this in the tab. Let's see. Let's see. Technique of the Crane School used by Tien Shinhan and later learned by Goku, Krillin, and Cell. Performed by the user placing their hands close to the center to their face with the fingers spread toward their eyes. The user then calls out the name of the technique, which provokes a white light to fire out and blind everything watching except the user. Technique is defensive rather than offensive. Despite the simplicity of the attack and its old nature, the technique is still deemed extremely effective. Due to it simply being a flash of light, it works regardless of any gap in power between the user and the target. Technique is rendered useless if the opponent's wearing sunglasses. Wow. That might actually potentially... it's not UV light. That's a good point. Yeah, it's not ultraviolet. Very good point. Good point, Mr. L. But... Loud with the 10 gifted memberships. Holy... My guy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you. The 10 gifted. So yeah, the world Star Platinum Dunzo. They're taken out. Goku's pretty much 3-0 right now. Pretty much 3-0 right now. Hold on. Let me get my alert box up here. I'll just put it down by me. Perfect. All right. Let's spin this wheel. Jailhouse Lock. Any plans tonight after this? Nothing really. Are you an AC? Is that why you're asking me? Are you close by? Jailhouse Lock. Oh, yes. I am 100% down for that. Yes. I will 100% join Discord. I'll pour a bottle of Jameson for sure. I don't know how long this will go, but it just depends on when Amanda goes to sleep. But I'm down for that. Hawk might actually work on him. This is tough. If Goku does not figure it out, he can be stunned by the user. Has no AP to harm Goku in a fight, no, but realistically, what would Goku do with no memories? He might just forget he's being attacked altogether. Depends if Goku can resist mental powers. He will forget his being attacked. Weird stand. Yeah, so let me pull up a picture of my goat. Because I won't lie to you. Jailhouse Lock is one of my favorite stands. Weirdly enough. I know that's weird to say. I know a lot of people don't understand why. But I love Jailhouse Lock because I think it's such a fun and interesting stand ability. It is actually really a good way to counter Goku, depending on what situation you catch him in when you use Jailhouse Lock. So, for those that are unaware, Jailhouse Lock is a very, very interesting ability where once now in part 6 it works because Jolene is stuck inside of a prison, so obviously Goku would have to be in a prison in this scenario. But once you are trapped in a prison, Jailhouse Lock is able to take over you, take effect, and what Jailhouse Lock does is it's a memory-based stand that literally dumbs you down to the point that your brain is only able to keep up with 3 things. The moment you think of the 4th thing, that first thing disappears. 3 things is all your brain is able to keep track of. So what happens in the main story is main character Jolene is attacked by Jailhouse Lock, and what happens is she wakes up in a jail cell with a bunch of writing all over her. I'm pretty sure it's based off of a movie too. This is probably very similar to a movie. And the idea is she wakes up, she realizes, oh my God, this is my roommate. Oh my God, this is my cell. Oh my God, there's a bug outside. And then she goes, I look cute in this mirror, or something like that. That's probably not exactly how it goes, but immediately as soon as she looks in this mirror and she sees herself, that is a 4th thing. That first thing that she immediately thought of her roommate, gone. So when she looks back at her roommate, she goes, I don't remember who you are. Now, the issue is with this stand that I think is a very viable reason that Goku could actually win, because let's say Goku gets trapped in prison, Goku gets trapped in this scenario where he can only think of 3 to 4 things. I don't know about you. I'm honestly not sure if Goku is able to handle 3 or 4 more coherent thoughts at once on a regular basis. Now, this isn't me just falling into the Goku is dumb, Dragon Ball Super meme shit. Not for nothing. Obviously, Goku isn't an idiot. He's very intelligent. He's very great in battle. He's a very strategic-minded person up against Frieza, up against all of his, characters. Goku is a smart character, right? I don't want to make Goku sound like he's stupid. But the thing is Goku doesn't need a lot of his intelligence in order to work the way he does. He's a bruiser. Ultra Instinct negates this, but he wouldn't think to use that realistically. Yeah, I would have to imagine that if he got trapped in Jailhouse Lock, he wouldn't really think to use Ultra Instinct, because even thinking of it, as soon as he saw a fly or a speck of dust on the wall, like, he would immediately forget and drop the Ultra Instinct transformation, because he would forget that he went Ultra Instinct, or he wouldn't remember what he went Ultra Instinct for and would drop the transformation. Most likely, what I think would happen... Hi, Sam. Most likely, I think what would happen is Goku would literally just start fucking punching people. He doesn't need no motherfucking reason to just start fucking throwing fucking straight up hands with every person that he sees. That's just it. He doesn't need a reason to start punching his prison roommate. He doesn't need a reason to start punching a prison guard. Goku does not operate in real world scenarios. Let's be honest here. From the very beginning of Dragon Ball, even OG Dragon Ball, Goku does not operate like a normal human being. If Goku gets put in jail, Goku's gonna break his fucking way out of jail. Goku wouldn't really do that, in my opinion. Goku wouldn't see he's in a jail cell and be like, well, I'm gonna break out of here. Goku would personally be like, well, I obviously did something bad. I'm gonna serve my sentence. Let's think about this a little bit. Oh, break out of prison? Yeah, not punch motherfuckers? If the prison guards are stopping him from breaking out, I don't think he'd start punching. I was like, punching his roommate, you're right. I was being a little facetious there. He probably wouldn't just start punching every person he comes across. You're right in that scenario. You're so right. But if the prison guards try to stop Goku from getting out of jail, he's gonna start throwing hands, no questions asked. The issue is if they outnumber him, they might start bopping him over the head. But I don't think a baton is gonna stop Goku. Once he saw the 3rd prison guard, he's forgotten to break out of prison. You're not wrong, but I think Goku in that scenario is going to be like, why was I breaking out of, what was I doing? See he's in a fight and go, oh, I was fighting somebody. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe I misinterpret Goku's character. Now me, thank you for the $10. Thank you for all the support. Not gonna lie, I still haven't watched Red JoJo's, but I still love hearing about all the stands. You gotta watch JoJo's, brother. Even watch the anime, the manga. So I'm gonna get crucified for this, But I personally think you can watch part 3 and then go back and watch part 1 and 2 after you have a better appreciation for the series. Part 1 is such a slog to get through, and part 2 is fun. Part 2 is interesting. But I think you can watch part 3 and then go back, watch part 1, part 2 after you have a better appreciation for the series, and appreciate it as like a prequel series. It is a brave take, indeed. I know. Part 1 and 2 are like 20 episodes max. My brother in Christ. That part one of JoJo's the anime is so boring, dog. The first 2-3 episodes are fire. The moment Jonathan goes out on his own for his journey and starts training Hamon and starts fighting, I tap out, bro. Dude, it's so boring, dude. Part 2 is good. Part 2 has reasons to like it. I can enjoy part 2 as a regular watch. Part 1, there's no way in hell you will ever. Part 1 is 9 episodes and they feel like 20, my guy. Listen. Watch part 1, watch part 2. It doesn't make a difference to me. But I think you can watch part 3, still get everything you need out of the scenario, and then go back and watch part 1 and 2, and everything will be fine. Why do I feel this way? Because I fucking did it. You're talking to someone that literally did that, and I have just as much of an appreciation for JoJo's as the next guy. It's just part 1 is so fucking boring. And you know what? I literally I went back when I was showing Amanda JoJo's. We started at part 1 because I told her not to part skip. We gotta go through this. And when I tell you, by the time we got through part 2, we were so burnt out. We were like, you know what? We'll watch part 3 another time, and we just never got back to it. I know that's a controversial take, but listen, I'm a JoJo's fan. I love JoJo's. Part 1 and 2 are great, but there's no problem with watching part 3, enjoying the stands, enjoying the better paced story, enjoying the better, like when Araki was in his like getting his flow down for stands, and then going through that and then going, damn, I really like this. Let me just go back and do part 1 and 2. Listen, I don't normally skip parts either, but I think in certain cases for JoJo's, personally, I think forcing people to not skip parts is just deterring people from liking a series that they probably really could. Part skipping is a sin in the JoJo's community. I understand this, and maybe I'm brave, and maybe I'm taking a very hot take, but I'm okay with it. It's fine. Part skip. It doesn't matter. You know what? Here's another hot take. I'm not really the biggest fan of part 4. I think part 4 is kind of boring. Akira Yoshikage is the best part of part 4, and that's about it. See, you get one beer in me. I'm throwing out all my most controversial JoJo's takes. You see what's happening here? Part 4 is the most boring part. Nenny, you win the award of pinned comment of the day. Agreed. Based, Nenny. Absolutely based indeed. Listen, part 4 is not terrible. Part 4 has a lot of fun things to like about it. Part 4 has a lot of fun things to like about it. It's kind of boring though. I don't know. It's too slice of life for me. I think that's my problem with it. It's too slice of life for me. Yes, thank you. Yeah, exactly, Nenny. 110%. I think you were just too gassed up from the ending of part 3, which is why you guys dislike part 4. Maybe I prefer like part 5 and part 6 the most personally, because I prefer like part 5 is so much fun. Having the gang, having Giorno, and like having the, you know, trying to catch the boss and going on this long run with your with like this group of characters that like are genuinely all likable and enjoyable. Like I enjoyed part 3 for that exact reason. But part 5 is when Araki starts really developing his characters a lot better. And not for nothing, I thought part 5 was my favorite, and I thought Giorno was my favorite JoJo. And then I watched part 6 and I was like, wow, Jolene is that fucking bitch. Jolene is a badass. And part 6 is part 6 is so much fun. I love the part 6 is like when Araki was like in his element of like what he wanted to do with a plot. Like, I love part 6, and it's so crazy that part 6 was like one of the most hated parts for years. I love part 6. Part 6 is the greatest, and you know what? I like the ending too. I like the ending too. Watch, yes, loud. Definitely watch. Just watch part 3 first. Just start on part 3. I personally think it's easier. It's easier to get into. It's easier to get yourself immersed in, and things pick up and happen a lot faster. And then after you watch part 3 and you get the story of part 3 and you have an appreciation for the Joestar story, then you can go back, and part 1 and part 2 will be fun for you because it's like you're going through a prequel, right? Like you're understanding how you got to the series that you enjoyed the first time, which I think is still just as fun. I think part 3 does a good enough job of setting up the story, like hidden inventory in JJK, exactly. JJK 0, yes, exactly. Like I think part 3 does a good enough job of setting up the story where it's at, where you can still go through it, and then you can genuinely just go back, and after enjoying everything, you can go back, and then even if part 1 is a little slow, you're much more willing to accept the slowness because you see what I'm saying? Like you have the appreciation for the story. Like I said, part 2 is actually good. Like part 2, like I said, I'm not denouncing part 2. Part 2 is good JoJo's. The Pillar Men are top tier villains. I'm sorry, but part 1, fucking Blueford and fucking whatever his fucking name is, it's so boring. I can't. The first 3 episodes of Jonathan and Dio and like explaining their struggle and going through all of that are peak. I genuinely do enjoy the first 3 episodes of part 1. But once Jonathan goes on his journey and the actual story happens, it's so slow. Heard so much good stuff about it, then saw none of it in the first few episodes. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think you can appreciate part 1 so much more after going through part 3. Like I said, I've said it a million times. I'm not going to say it again. But just do that, Loud. I promise you, you will enjoy part 3. And I will take that take with me to my grave. I don't care what anyone says. I know part skipping is a sin. Crucify me, please. Yoshikage Kira is one of my favorite villains. I will give part 4 that, Tiberius. What episode is part 3 on Netflix? Because I don't know. So I think part 3 is season 2 of JoJo's on Netflix. Cord. I think part 3 is season 2 on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think they put part 1 and part 2 in one season. So I think on Netflix it's season 2. Don't watch the AOT OVAs. You're fine. You don't need to watch the AOT OVAs. The only relevant one is fucking the Talking Titan. I understand. It's do what you want. As someone who's Attack on Titan, it's their favorite series. You don't need to watch the OVAs. But we have gotten severely off topic. Long story short, compared to someone like Gojo, who was a lot more accustomed to regular life, has limitless, and like honestly, the 6 eyes is almost like was almost like a downside against something like Jailhouse Lock, right? Goku is much more simple-minded. Again, not dumb, but Goku's a lot more simple-minded, like breaking out of prison and getting out of this. And Goku honestly might not even have a reason to find the original fucking user of Jailhouse Lock, and might just leave prison and just have 3-4 thoughts for the rest of his life. But like I'm pretty sure what's her name? Fucking Mumu or Mei or something, or she's got a weird ass name. But she's the pretty sure she's the captain of the prison guards, so he might end up running into her anyway. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on. Goku's actually doing a lot better than I thought he was. I'm like, hey, you know what? He's gonna lose some battles. He might win. Yeah, I don't want to say 100% he wins, but he does better than Gojo does. That's for sure. I think Goku's simple-minded enough to make things work. We'll put it that way. Let's spin this wheel. Oh no, Cheap Trick, or is it Gold Experience Requiem? It's Gold Experience Requiem. Oh no. Yeah, bro, honestly, I don't know if Goku's going to be able to come out of this one. Yeah, this might be the one where he actually meets his end. This might be GG's for Son Goku. Unless you believe the insane scaling for GER doesn't have the AP output to harm Goku. Well, I don't even know if AP really necessarily matters, right? I mean, I think in this instance, it might be a little bit more than AP, but I could be wrong. Let's refer to a Gold Experience Requiem. So I'm just gonna give you the wiki explanation, because there's no way that I'll be able to explain this in a very coherent way. Return to Zero and everything in regards to it is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, basic Gold Experience is a great stand even without the Requiem version. Basic Gold Experience is just able to just give life to anything, create like animals, create plants, trees, all these different things, and use it to Giorno's advantage the best possible way he can. For an example, when he is dared to drink piss, he legitimately drinks the piss, but he's able to create a jellyfish in his mouth or something like that, or turn his tongue into a jellyfish so it absorbs all the piss and he doesn't actually drink it, or he turns one of his teeth into a jellyfish so he doesn't actually drink the piss, and he gets one over on the people that dare him to do that. It's something weird like that. But even base Golden Experience is like a very busted and fun stand. What the fuck, Cloud said? Oh, dude, JoJo's is crazy. That's what I mean. Like, JoJo's has some of the craziest fucking... It's a bizarre adventure, indeed. This actually happened. That is not a joke. Not a joke. JoJo's out of context is one of the funniest things in the world. Actually, can we take another detour really quick? Can we take another detour really quickly? because one of my favorite things in the world that I think I showed Amanda when we first started dating. It's actually hysterical. I don't know if we'll get copyrighted for this. We probably should. We probably will be fine. But JoJo's out of context is genuinely one of the funniest fucking things in the entire world. Part 4 is the best part for out of context, just random shit. Like, it's just so weird. But you love it for it. You genuinely do. I know, hold on. I'm working on it. I got you. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Like it is so fucking hilarious sometimes. Can you guys hear this? All right, hold on. Let me move this so you can actually see the subtitles. Fuck. All right. Just threw her, just fucking throws his fucking fist right through her. Bro's own fucking mom. He does it literally again. Oh, don't worry, we're okay. Not the humidifier. What the fuck? I thought the rain sounded like Josuke's voice. What the fuck? Hayato. Oh, all right, Kira. Hey, oh. The fucking panties exploding. I Oh! Killer Queen is a menace. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to bust through. Fucking poor woman and her baby. You get the point. You get the fucking point. There's nothing. No other series does it like this. No other series does it quite like JoJo's, to be honest with you. It really is one of its own. Continue for real. I know. It makes no sense in contest either. All right. Anyway, let's move on. So, Golden Experience Requiem. Okay. Again, I'm going to read you right from the wiki. Golden Experience Requiem is an autonomous close-range stand that boasts an incredible increase in both speed and destructive power compared to its original form. I don't care about any of that. Okay. It also wields the arcane power to nullify the will and actions of any opponent, even the time-erasing power of King Crimson. Gold Experience Requiem's ultimate ability is to nullify the actions and willpower of anyone who opposes it, preventing their actions from becoming reality. Once the effect activates, there is no escape, and any action the opponent performs will be reverted, regardless of their ability. Any opponent directly attacked and killed by Requiem has the very fact of their death nullified, causing them to continuously and indefinitely experience death in various scenarios. This is the case, So basically speaking, if Goku and Gold Experience Requiem get into a fight, the moment that Goku goes to fight Gold Experience Requiem, all of his attacks will immediately be reverted to 0. All of his attacks will immediately be reverted and nullified. Now, the Goku would blitz before any of these stands could activate their abilities, sadly. The issue is even with, again, like, because again, we're stating that all of these characters are on, equal ground. With Gold Experience Requiem, there is quite literally no way for Gold Experience Requiem to be like speed blitzed or like caught off guard. It's an automatic stand. The moment that you go to move at it, immediately Gold Experience Requiem reverts everything to 0. There is quite literally nothing you're able to do against Gold Experience Requiem. It immediately reverts any attack, anything that goes against it. Also, Golden Experience Requiem literally does indeed work outside the realms of the universe. It is quite literally said to have almost infinite power in almost all areas and be known as the ultimate stand. So yeah. I don't see how Goku is going to be able to handle Gold Experience Requiem. There is quite possibly the theory that there is stalemating, where you are able to say that Gold Experience Requiem isn't able to actually do enough damage to Goku. However, the problem is like, even if Gold Experience Requiem doesn't kill Goku and create the, the infinite, death scenario where like you are constantly dying and, brought to death forever, the fact that it also says that direct attacks by Gold Experience Requiem are just full-on just nullifying anything that opponent can do. It really just seems like there's no way for Goku to survive this. Tiberius with the reveal that Goku was actually made based off of Mickey. I'm dead. Thank you for your contribution. But that being said, at best, I'm willing to believe a tie. That's a legit story. Honestly, I'm not doubting you. I'm not doubting you at all. The thing is like saying that Goku can't be killed by Giorno. The tough thing is that with Golden Experience Requiem's still maintaining its ability to be able to give life and be able to create different animals and creatures, it's also quite possible that it could literally just create something or like a scorpion that literally targets Goku, hits Goku, and just poisons him, and he dies that way. Or he creates a scorpion that injects Goku with the same heart disease that killed him in the Cell, that almost killed him in the Cell Saga. Do stands stay active indefinitely? Some of them do, some of them don't. So like, I mean, technically speaking, the whole point of this is if Goku's fighting Golden Experience Requiem straight up, right? I wouldn't exactly say that like obviously if Goku is fighting Giorno, Goku would potentially be able to kill Giorno. But again, with Golden Experience Requiem, he would just get reverted to 0. That would most likely be a stalemate. If Goku's fighting Golden Experience Requiem solo and Goku's able to fight the stand on his own terms and the stand has sentience, then that's kind of the scenario we're giving. Giorno doesn't know what heart disease did that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be heart disease. if Goku kills an animal, Giorno could could have that damage get reflected and nullified to 0. Very true. Like Pokemon, kinda. You summon them when you need them. Only few can stay if the user dies. Yeah, they all have different abilities. Some of them are able to withstand even after the user dies. Some of them immediately stop as soon as the user dies. GER is so hacks-based. How do you accurately measure him? It's kind of tough. That's why you see a lot of people arguing right now. Honestly, again, if we're going based off of where it is purely equal playing field, ability against ability, 9 times out of 10, Gold Experience Requiem is going to get the W. Again, if you want to say that it's just a stalemate because Gold Experience Requiem doesn't have the AP to actually kill Goku or put him into the permanent death loop, then I wouldn't argue with you way too much, but I would still say actually the winning scenario is probably much more likely in Gold Experience's scenario than it is in Goku's, to be honest with you, because again, you have to consider his life-based attacks. And what's most important too is the life-based attacks that he hit against Bucciarati in the very beginning of the series, right? A lot of people discount that, and even Araki discounted that when they first fought. But he basically inflicts Bucciarati with so much life that he basically gets high. And he's like so tripping balls that he's not even able to comprehend what's going on. He sees everything so slow and so fast that he's barely able to like keep up, right? So imagine you've got that going on. You hit Goku with that. Now his senses are already out of whack. Even if you still want to say Ultra Instinct, sure. But I think Gold Experience Requiem probably has more win cons than Goku does. I think Gold Experience Requiem would out hacks Goku. But I would also, but I wouldn't be mad at you if you disagreed with me there. I wouldn't be mad at you if you disagreed with me there. But I think this is the first stand that actually has an actually decent chance of outplaying Goku just based off of pure ability alone. Pure hacks alone. Which is crazy when you think about it. Stalemate, neither can harm each other. I'm willing to accept that outcome as well. Still better than all the other stands did. That's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, if only we got Cheap Trick. All right, let's see what's up next. jjba. The problem is Goku just can't land any attacks without it being reverted. Yeah, GER just nullified the screen to 0. The problem is Goku just can't land any attacks without it being reverted, while Giorno could possibly kill Goku if he kills one of Giorno's animals, kind of like he killed Leaky Eye Luca. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. I completely agree with you. Completely agree with you there. So, jjba is a very interesting stand. A very interesting stand, to say the least. Let me go ahead and pull his picture up. Now, jjba is a fun stand, and I'll explain why. jjba is, if you thought GER was hacks, jjba is pretty hacks as well. Now, will it be able to kill Goku? Who knows? Excuse me. Will Goku be able to kill the person that sent jjba after him? Probably. Again, Goku has that insane energy sense. Goku can just instant transmission the moment he gets the energy signature. Goku finding someone, no matter where they are on the planet, is pretty fucking easy for him. What up, Vex? How are we doing? So, very quickly, for those that are uninitiated, Dubiwa is a very powerful automatic stand that is able to relentlessly pursue their targets regardless of how far they get away from the main stand user. Now, the issue is, well, for starters, it makes it easy because the stand user doesn't have to go anywhere near the person, so they can, send their stand right after them, and they don't have to worry about where they are. Again, the issue is Goku can just energy sense you, signature, instant transmission. Now, basically, long story short, Dubiwa is like a really crazy fucking tornado that will pursue you everywhere the moment that it locks onto you. So it materializes itself near the. Again, I am reading the wiki. I want to disclose that just to make sure that I get everything correctly, because I'm a little bit less familiar with Dubiwa. I'll be honest with you. I'm never going to tell you that I'm an expert on JoJo's. I'm not metas here. Basically, it creates a small tornado, which Dubiwa. If the target manages to escape the tornado, Dubiwa will use their breath to appear near them again. So basically, the tornado shows up and tries to attack Goku. If Goku escapes the tornado, what happens is as soon as Goku breathes, Dubiwa literally releases from Goku's breath and creates the tornado again right around him. There is basically no way to run away from Dubiwa unless you hold your breath entirely and do not let it escape. Now, obviously, everyone's, saying that, Dubiwa does not have the AP to handle Goku. And I would pretty much normally agree with that. Even on level playing fields, Goku is pretty fucking strong. Goku is, as someone said earlier, Goku is defeating dinosaurs in OG Dragon Ball. Like a hurricane that is, destroying and cutting up his flesh and just completely trying to destroy him entirely and do as much damage to him as possible. Goku is not an average human. Even on equal playing field, Goku is a Saiyan, right? Goku is not just a human being that's going to get destroyed and fucked up by a hurricane that's searing their flesh entirely. Goku is literally fuck you strong. Exactly, Vex. Exactly, Vex. So it's going to be a problem for Goku. I won't lie. It might be a problem, but Goku is most likely just going to be durable enough to handle this. And again, the fact that he's able to get hit by a Dubiwa, and even if he's breathing, he can link to the energy that's in Dubiwa and say, oh my god, this energy level, they are this place. Instant transmission, and then just ki blast the stand user. So I don't think Dubiwa is a problem for Goku. Oh, nice hacks ability. Now watch this. Starts powering up and screaming. Exactly. I don't see Dubiwa being a problem for Goku, especially the fact that Goku can just instantly locate him and teleport to him exactly where he is. If Goku had to find him like the hard way, maybe I'd be more willing to believe that the damage would be too much for him. But in situations like this, same with like Diego and everything, like he's just going to immediately know what's going on and just immediately be able to fuck up the stand user and end the show. No problem. So far, Gold Experience Requiem's the only real winner here. And they didn't even fully win 100%. If this was Goku Black, he'd just blow up the planet. Very true. That's a good fucking point. That pinned comment's diabolical part 4 is my favorite part. Listen, we had some words. Jesse, if you were around for the hot takes that I said earlier, you would crucify me. I know you would. Myers with the motherfucking 10 gifted members. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Always love seeing you in chat. Always happy to see you. You know what? I've noticed Friday is your day, Myers. Friday is the day. If I stream on Friday, I can guarantee I'll see you. So you know what? I'm going to start streaming on Fridays more. I don't know if maybe you're just popping in for a little bit and maybe I'm completely wrong, but I feel like I always see you on Fridays, Myers. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Now I know. And now I know to stream on Fridays. That way I don't miss you. What up, JG? How we doing? So, Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, Bohemian Rhapsody is a very interesting stand because it is really about as strong as whatever crazy cartoon villains that Goku runs into. Honestly, it really could go either way. The issue that Goku doesn't have that Jojo did. Now, Jojo had the 6 eyes, right? Bohemian Rhapsody is a planetary stand. I just want to put that out there. Bohemian Rhapsody affects the entire world. Everything. And basically, what Bohemian Rhapsody does is it brings storybooks and storytale characters to life. If you get caught into a story, you are forced to play that story out as the main character. You don't have a choice. You are caught in the story. But the problem is even if you don't get caught into the story, you are still able to encounter some of these crazy fucking characters that are able to show up. Now, obviously, in the story, part 6 of JoJo's, we have, you know, Disney characters, Snow White, we've got the 7 Dwarves, we've got, you know, Little Red Riding Hood, fucking Van Gogh shows up. If he runs into a weak character, he becomes part of their story. And if they die in their story, then Goku will die. Yes, if Bohemian Rhapsody summons Superman and Goku runs into Superman, that is a legitimate fucking possibility. Bohemian Rhapsody literally brings copyrighted material to life. Then we're getting into the Goku versus Superman debate, and I'm not prepared to have that discussion because I don't know where Superman scales. And while I'm very familiar with Dragon Ball scaling, especially after that fucking ridiculous solo leveling video I did, I'm not familiar enough with Goku scaling to tell you who wins that fight. So that's not a discussion I'm ready to have for you. All I am ready to tell you is that it is a possibility that we can run into. Not a good one. Aladdin could show up, very true. Literally any fucking character you could think of. Alien X, Ben 10 could show up. It's cooked. It's over. I think the general consensus is that Superman beats him, but it's close. Okay. Good to know. Where's Alien X and Goku stand? You know? Where's Goku and SpongeBob going? You know? I don't know if he's beating SpongeBob. He actually, you know what? He might. I might be wrong about that. I don't know. I might be wrong about that. Another Goku. Yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody does have the potential to win. However, the issue is, actually, does Bohemian Rhapsody end if the user dies? Is that a case? Because again, as long as Goku doesn't get trapped in a story, again, he could just energy sense, find the user, and just bing, instant transmission, take down the airplane that he's on. Summoning Mordecai and Rigby would be funny. If Goku's smart, he could create his own character like Weather Report does. I don't think Goku's smart enough for that. I don't know if Goku's smart enough for that. I'll be completely honest with you. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm doubting Goku a little bit, but that doesn't sound like something Goku's doing. I'm not sure how they beat Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, the thing is like, I would award Goku the same kind of level of like energy signature and energy sensing he has in regular life. Like, if he was able to deal with the cartoons and be like, they have this distinct key signature. This key signature is coming from the source on this airplane. Let me blip, instant transmission. Here I am. How would even find a stand user? Would they have a higher key? Do they need a high key? I feel like Goku can just find whoever he wants, right? Am I wrong in assuming that? I feel like Goku can literally just find whoever he wants. But maybe I'm wrong on that. His energy sense scales to planetary. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody does affect the entire world, so. If the stand user dies, the stand disappears. Yeah, so let's say even if Goku does find Superman or find someone to fuck him up, like, and he can't win that battle, I mean, Goku would probably just fight the battle, right? But Goku could end the fight if he wanted to by just getting the energy sense, instant transmissioning to the dumbass, I don't know his exact name, the stand user of Bohemian Rhapsody, and kill him. Weather Report creates a character called Put Back Man, whose ability is to put all the characters back into their stories, and it works. Is Goku able to figure that out, though? Ungalo, that's his name. Rhapsody summons Sun Wukong. Oh, no. Bro, Wukong's a badass, bro. The OG. The OG. Yeah, so I think Bohemian Rhapsody actually has a fucking chance. That's the worst fucking part. Bohemian Rhapsody actually has a chance, but there's also a chance that Bohemian Rhapsody doesn't win because the correct cartoon doesn't come out. Like, it is all chance. Nah, he would realistically find someone with the highest amount of energy and challenge them being willing to fight. Or just stop a villain. True, Goku might get just sidetracked. That's also a good point. Yep, Grant said the same thing. Goku would just get distracted by all the other characters before realizing someone's summoning them. Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. Bohemian Rhapsody actually has a chance to win, which is ridiculous. He would definitely get distracted by all the fights that he could have. Yeah, I completely agree. I completely could see that happening without a doubt. Ungalo is crazy because how you related to Dio and still ugly. Yo, Jesse, so fucking true, right? The other sons of Dio are attractive at least, right? Listen. I'm not afraid of nothing. I'll call a man cute. I'll tell you. Listen, I'm comfortable enough with my sexuality to tell you when a guy's got it going on. And the thing is, I don't think Ungalo's got it going on. Funny story. Let me tell you. Yeah, Jorno's a stud, bro. Jorno's a stud. Look at this dumbass. Look at this dumbass. Look, I remember funniest moment of my life. Well, it's not funniest moment of my life. That would be sad if it was the funniest moment of my life. A lot of funny moments. I remember there was one time where this TikTok trend was going around or whatever, and excuse me, it was like, ask your boyfriend what he would rate Ryan Reynolds if he had to rate him. If he rates him low, then he might be closeted because he's compensating or something like that. Some dumb TikTok trend, right? And Amanda asked me, and she goes, what would you rate Ryan Reynolds? And I was like, oh, you know, I'd probably rate him like an 8.5, 9. And she was like, you passed the test. Because that's what it said. That if you rate him an 8 or higher, then your boyfriend understands. And I was like, yeah, the fuck, I'm not dumb. Like, yeah, like I'm not stupid. He's like an 8.5. You know? I don't think that's crazy to say. And if you think it's crazy to say, maybe you should look within. This guy, however. Oof. 4. Maybe a 3, honestly. Look at those teeth. Look at those teeth. Anyone who rates Ryan Reynolds lower is coping. 110%. Let's be real here. Look at this. Look at it. Look at the teeth. Why the fuck is Captain America in this image? Bro looks like a pure Titan. Ah, bro. The motherfucker's in the negatives. Listen, I'm fair. Look at this guy. Pfft. Look at him. Cute little guys. Where's the where's the Marjorie Taylor Greene Titan? Bro. I'm sorry. Listen, no matter what fucking side of the political fucking spectrum you're on, you gotta fucking give me this one. You gotta give me this one. Come on. Come on, bro. Listen. Come on. Am I fucking like, am I shooting, am I grasping at straws here? I'm not. Okay? I'm not. Anyway. Didn't the AOT author base the Titans on people he knew? Oh yeah, the AOT author was just fucking doing whatever he wanted with fucking the whatever he wanted to do with the Titans. There's a Saul Goodman Titan. Superfly is ridiculous. Superfly is a ridiculous stand. Yeah, weird stand again indeed. This one's a little bit more on the weird side. Now, I guess this ultimately, really ultimately, just depends on what you think happens. Yeah, same question we had for Gojo. If he TPs out, does he just fucking die? That is exactly what I was just gonna get into. Like, is instant transmission an option here? Let me pull up a picture of the stand while you guys are debating in the chat. Depends if you think Goku can tank the metal thing the tower does. Yeah. I mean, the thing is if the tower is reflecting the damage, technically speaking, wouldn't that mean that whatever gets reflected is literally just as strong as what Goku fires, which means that it doesn't really matter where Superfly scales. If Goku is Kamehameha-ing the fucking, I probably said that wrong, I'm sorry. If he Kamehameha's the fucking, the tower, if it sends the Kamehameha back, would it not be as strong as Goku's Kamehameha? Which means it would fuck him up. Goku has telekinesis, he could just pull someone into it. Unless he has Hakai. That's kind of actually a fair question. Third option, he finds the user instant transmission to grab them, put him back in. There's a limit to how much Scout can reflect. I don't know if there's a limit. Yeah, we'd have to go. That's a big assumption. So let me go through what Superfly does to explain everything. So basically, Superfly is literally just a big giant transmission tower, and it's an automatic stand that literally stand user doesn't matter. It has the ability to trap one person at a time, be it its user or anybody else. The tower is basically invulnerable, at least according to the JoJo wiki, and has the ability to reflect damage, would still exist even after the user deceased. So yes, even if Goku kills the original user, this tower does not stop having its abilities play. So this is actually a tower that continues to work even after the person dies. Yeah, imprisons the person inside of it, and the big issue is if you try to escape Superfly, you'll be covered in steel and your movements will be completely restricted until you are basically turned into like a fucking, like, it seems like a fucking cyborg, right? Yeah. And then also has the damage reflection, so any damage done to the tower, because obviously people are just gonna say, okay, we'll just destroy the tower. If Goku Kamehamehas the tower, it absorbs and reflects any of the damage that it takes, no matter where the tower is hit from. Any foreign object inserted into the tower's frame is also violently ejected. If energy blasts touch the tower, they simply rebound against it until it hits someone or the energy fully escapes the tower. So basically saying if Goku Kamehamehas, even if it doesn't immediately reflect back at him, right? If he dodges the Kamehameha, it just basically, it's like a ricocheting bullet. The energy wave just until it either escapes the tower and fucking takes down an airplane in Guam or something, or it hits Goku. So this is actually very tough because Goku is kind of yeah, Goku's kind of dumb, so I could see Goku getting talked into getting into Superfly 110%. Like, without doubt, I can definitely see I just fucking knocked over one of my beers. Love that. I can see Goku getting accidentally talked into Superfly. If he gets stuck in Superfly and he's unable to get out, it really just becomes, if he's able to instant transmission out, does that turn him into a cyborg completely and immediately fucking pull him back to the tower wherever he is? Because that was the same issue that we had with Gojo. However, Gojo did have another win condition that at least I was questioning, because Gojo could potentially pop like a simple domain or a domain that just surrounded him and move the coordinates outside of the ability, which basically is like nullifying the ability around him until he's fully out of Superfly, which we weren't even, me and Meds weren't even sure if that would work. So if we weren't even sure if that would work, there isn't really a way for Goku to get out of Superfly. Goku could kind of just move the tower alongside. Oh, true. Yeah, blue. Or we also said that he could do like a big, like, attack. Yeah, it's true. Speaking of Hakai, the tower reflects anything from the hand or attacks from the hand, which can erase anything. So would Hakai even work? That's also a really good point. Hakai might not work. I think actually Superfly might win. I think Superfly might win unless Goku instant transmissions himself to somebody, becomes a cyborg, but grabs that person, takes them back with him to the tower, and then locks them back inside the tower. But Goku's not really that kind of person. Goku would most likely not forsake some innocent person. Goku's much more likely to maybe trap a villain in here or something. Maybe he goes instant transmissions to Frieza and takes him with him. It wouldn't kill him, but it might stalemate him entirely to a 50-50. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to go right to the bathroom. I'll be right back. That's another one for JoJo's, by the way. It could go either way, but if Goku gets caught, he's screwed. Stalemate. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Superfly is a very interesting one. A very, very interesting stand indeed. Oh, man. How are we feeling, guys? How are we feeling so far? I think we've gone through about... How many are left here? 14? We went through about 8. We went through about 8 stands. I didn't think we would get through that many. That's crazy. We actually went through a decent amount. We might have to make this another stream at another point. But I think we have time for one more stand. So let's make that happen, guys. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. I sincerely appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. It really means the world to me. Let's spin this goddamn motherfucking wheel. What's coming next? Wow, Wonder of You would have been crazy. But we've got Cream. Let me get a picture of Cream. Now this one is honestly an interesting one. I really don't know if this would be an easy fight for Goku to take part in, or if this would be an actually very tough fight for him to go through. This is indeed Vanilla Ice's stand. So, let's get into it. I think Goku can hold himself till the user pops out. Possibly, yeah. I think Goku would have a much better time dealing with Cream than Polnareff did. That's for sure. Cream could potentially kill Goku though. So let's go into it. Cream is it's a short range stand, but essentially its true power is it has an insane ability to create a void. Cream itself, the stand, is able to absorb the user, devour itself, and become a portal to a void dimension that literally disintegrates everything that's within it. If you go in the void dimension, you're dead, you're cooked, that's it. There's no going against it. You don't survive in the dimension, try to fight your way out. It's done. It's all, situated in Cream's mouth, and basically it devours itself and just becomes a big, giant, floating ball of the portal that anything it touches on contact immediately gets transported to the next dimension. It literally just disintegrates everything in its path and cuts clean through it, and while the stand user is completely safe while within, and Cream is also completely invulnerable during that because it's literally just acting as a portal to the next dimension. So even if Goku Kamehamehas Cream, even if Goku, does his strongest ki blast, it's all just going to immediately just transport right to the void. It doesn't matter. So Goku can't attack Cream while he's within the void ball. And also on top of that, because Cream is basically in another dimension, it's completely undetectable. So even with all of the benefits that Goku was able to get from the last battles, which is, Goku can sense this person, Goku can immediately instant transmission to it. I guess you could argue that Goku could just instant transmission to the dimension that Cream is in, but he's just going to immediately die and get disintegrated and torn asunder the moment he enters that dimension. So the only weakness to Vanilla Ice and Cream is that they can't see when they're in the void ball and attacking, but other than that, they're pretty much indestructible. So I think the big problem is this is honestly probably more than a stalemate than anything, because as someone is mentioning, the issue is with Cream is Vanilla Ice is, you know, incapable to go out into sunlight because he's a vampire, he'll die. But if we are doing Goku versus the stand itself without Vanilla Ice and they can go out into sunlight, it still becomes a big issue, because in general, Goku can just fly away, and because Cream can't see anything while it's just bashing and blitzing through everything, it's kind of shooting in the dark. It really can't see Goku. So Goku does indeed have the advantage where Vanilla Ice and Cream are not going to be able to see where Goku is going and dodging to, which is going to be the biggest issue. While Cream has the full potential to kill Goku, and it can absorb pretty much all of the damage that Goku could ever possibly do, regardless of AP differences, regardless of anything. The big issue is Cream cannot see what it's attacking. If Cream steps out and takes a peek to go and see where Goku is, Goku can immediately fucking one-shot Cream in a second. I'm gonna be done with stream in a little bit, but this is the last stand that I'm doing. But I don't know how quickly I will be able to get free from everything. So don't wait for me if you're waiting for me to do something. Love you. Keep in mind, Vanilla was kind of dumb. Dude took too much damage and got baited to fight Jean-Pierre with Cream. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. However, I would most likely believe that this is a stalemate. No one's waiting for you, nerd. I'll see you later. I love you. Yeah, I think they're kind of cooked. I think it's like a 50-50 stalemate. No one's able to win, because as long as Cream stays in the void ball, Goku can't kill it, and Cream probably can't kill Goku because Goku has more mobility. Goku can literally just fly. Polnareff mocking Dio made Vanilla too bloodlusted to care about his own well-being. Yeah, I mean, Goku would definitely be willing to talk shit about Dio, but that's implying that they're in that same Stardust Crusaders story-wise fight. If it's just a tournament fight where Goku doesn't know anything about Dio and doesn't have that, like, knowledge beforehand, it's gonna be tough to give Goku that win con. I honestly think this is closer to a stalemate than anything, because again, like, Goku can't hurt Cream, and 9 times out of 10 Goku is just gonna dodge Cream. So yeah, unless Goku can provoke Vanilla Ice to pop out, and even then, if we're talking Goku just versus the stand Cream itself, it's kind of, yeah. Ultra Instinct could give him the auto dodge, and if he can still sense him, it's game. Well, the problem is he can't sense him, so that's the big issue. He can't sense him while he's in the void ball. That's gonna be the big deciding factor. This is one of the only fights Goku's gonna have that he does not have the advantage of the energy sense, the ki sense, which is big time. Goku can't auto dodge something that's not detectable. That's a pretty good point. Goku makes his enemies mad pretty often. Yeah, that's what I'm also willing to believe, is that's also a possibility of giving Goku the win, is if he's able to bait Cream out into the open, then he can probably just one-shot Cream with a Kamehameha. Even if he's got to, like, power up to Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 3, whatever power level we need to get the job done. Because again, even if you put them on equal playing field, Goku is the only character that has transformations that multiply his power. None of these stand users or stands in general have multipliers to the power. At least none that we've talked about yet. Been playing Ultra Kill? Love Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill's a fire game. Soundtrack's one of the best soundtracks in Lord's creation. So, this is, like I said, this against Cream, it's a pretty stalemated fight. But Goku has more win cons than Cream has against him. Let's be honest. Yeah, it's just a one shot the moment Vanilla Ice has to look around. That's very clear. Whereas Goku can just fucking fly up in the air and just fucking avoid. I mean, he can't see Vanilla Ice or know where Vanilla Ice is. If Vanilla Ice catches him off guard, he's fucking ripped. That's it. That's all she wrote. But other than that, I think Goku has more edge than Cream does here in this scenario. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I think Goku has so much more edge here. I was hoping we'd make it to D4C and have a huge discussion against Love Train. Well, we'll definitely get to it. I mean, this is a stream that we can definitely do again. We've got plenty more fucking stands to talk about, right? So we have 13 stands left. We only made it through 9 stands. There was 22 to begin with. We made it through 9 stands. So we could probably get another stream out of here. Doesn't Cream float? Wouldn't it also mean it can also go up in the sky? It could, but the thing is like, it's just Goku and Cream could be in completely opposite sides of the planet. Like, yeah, Goku can get caught off guard. That's a possibility. That's why I think it's kind of a 50-50 fight. Like, there are opportunities for Goku to lose, but there are also opportunities for Goku to win. Love Train discussion would be great to see when it happens. Yeah, we'll get into some D4C and some Love Train. Maybe I can have Meadows come by for the next part. That would be fun. You know, we'll give it a shot. Like I said, we can definitely finish this wheel another day. No rush. The world is our oyster. But yeah, I think that was a nice, fun start to the stream. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the couple of discussions that we were able to have. Got to have part 8 Josuke. Listen, I've got Soft and Wet on the list ready to go. I've got Wonder of You ready to go. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this before we call it a day, huh? Let's get Goku Jojo off screen. Look at this beauty here, right? We've got Heaven's Door, Wonder of You, Soft and Wet, Tusk, D4C, Marilyn Manson, Highway to Hell, Made in Heaven, Chariot's Requiem, Green Day, Notorious B.I.G., King Crimson, Cheap Trick, and Heaven's Door. I might have said Heaven's Door already. But either way, we've got plenty of cool stands still on the market to discuss. So far, no stand has had a complete victory over Goku. Gold Experience Requiem was basically the best bet, and Gold Experience Requiem was the only stand to have higher win condition odds than Goku did, which was great. But honestly, other than that, Goku was able to power through most of the other stands. I mean, Weather Report, Heavy Weather, also had a win con. You know, there are stands out there that can make shit happen. Goku is almost like an indomitable force, but maybe add novel cars or the world over heaven. I would have to do some research into novel cars and also the world over heaven. But yeah, that's a possibility. I'm definitely down to add those. Did we say Goku gets past Rhapsody? Bohemian Rhapsody was one of the only other stands that had win cons that was comparable to Gold Experience Requiem. Bohemian Rhapsody, but the thing is Goku could also win Bohemian Rhapsody because he could just get lucky. But again, Bohemian Rhapsody does have some pretty decent win cons. So Gold Experience Requiem and Bohemian Rhapsody were basically the best ones. Then you've got like Heavy Weather coming in at like a close second. Funny that depending on the circumstances, some of these stands can get the jump on Goku. I mean, hey, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a crazy fucking series. I'm serious. It really is. Some of the stands and some of the abilities that are come up with in that series are some of the fucking most insane abilities that I've seen in my life. And genuinely, it's why I love the series. Some of the fights are unreal in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Metas has a video explaining novel cars. If I can get him on the next stream, maybe I can have him explain novel cars to me, and we can just go through it that way. I'll ask the JoJo's encyclopedia himself. I did reach out to him recently to do another collab soon, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I can't promise anything. I can't promise anything. Me and Menace have talked about doing something live before, so we'll see. Maybe we'll see if I can get lucky. I think Jailhouse Lock and seeing if Goku could escape the prison would be really fun. Listen, yeah, we talked about Jailhouse Lock actually earlier in the stream. You might have missed it, but Jailhouse Lock, we actually, I think Goku has a pretty good chance of getting out of Jailhouse Lock. That's because Goku is such a simple-minded character. If Goku finds himself in prison, even with only 3 thoughts at his disposal, he's going to try and break out, right? It's going to be tough. But I think Goku actually might be able to get out of Jailhouse Lock more than any other anime MC, realistically. IQ is important to defeat Goku, as JoJo characters are usually really smart. Very true. Yeah, some of these fights can't be simply punched through. That's really what it comes down to. It was really all about jumping people out of nowhere. 90% of stand battles start as one of the protagonists being attacked in the middle of the street by who knows what. Yeah. There's an enemy stand user. I don't want to imagine Goku with 3 thoughts. He's stupid enough already. So fucking true. Based? But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being a part of this stream. I had a lot of fun. I had a feeling this would be a fun stream to do. Again, if you haven't already, please go to the main channel. Check out any of the uploads that you've missed, because for some reason YouTube's been stingy with the notifications. And if not, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I genuinely appreciate it. I had fun tonight, so I hope you did. I'm sending you that spirit bomb energy as much as I possibly can, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time zone you are in. Just know, if you don't think there's anyone in your corner, I am always in your corner. You always got me. That being said, I love you all. I hope you have an amazing rest of your time today. Kill it in every possible aspect this weekend, and then start the next week strong. Check out the second channel if you want to see any of my manga reviews. Do we have a server? Yes, the channel does indeed have a Discord server. The Discord server is for members only, though, just so we can vet people and just keep crazy people out. Not saying that you're crazy, just being honest with you. Membership costs $1. Not saying you have to, but if you join the member for $1, you get direct access to the Discord. That being said, guys, I love you all. Whether you're a paying member or just lurking in the chat, I sincerely appreciate all of you. Hit that like button if you have not already, and just please, please, please take care of yourself and drink some more water. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace, peace.